What is going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, back again with part 9 of the Q4 Spark series. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about different variables that you can actually use and test every single day to scale your store past $5,000 a day in revenue. The next video, part 10 in the series, I'm actually going to be giving you a step-by-step structure that you can follow to actually scale your store. But in order for you to understand what I'm talking about in the next video, you have to watch this video first. And I highly recommend you watch the one before this because it also talks about different observations that I've made about TikTok ads and scaling in general. So we've been talking about how you need to make new campaigns every single day and constantly be testing new variables. I mentioned a couple videos ago that I will be making a video going over all of the top variables that you can actually go out and test, what I've personally seen perform good. Now, we're not going to get into the actual timing and things like that, like the best times to test certain things, because that's what number 10 is going to be all about, the step-by-step scaling video. But today, I'm going to be laying out every single variable that you can test with your TikTok ads to get much better results, or at least different results. And they're not in any particular order, but it'll give you a good idea of all of the different things that you can actually do. One of the most popular variables that you can test with your TikTok ads is going to be the actual video ad itself. So testing new creatives, testing different marketing angles, different sounds, different text on the screen, face cam, non-face cam, product focus, demonstration, unboxing. There's a lot of different styles of UGC videos that you can test for your TikTok ads, and that's going to be probably the most diverse and most popular variable that you hear most people talking about testing. But there's a lot more variables that you can test where you don't actually need new creatives to test something entirely new. And another one of those things is testing out different optimization goals. The optimization goal is always going to be conversions and complete payments. So I don't really recommend doing anything like add to cart or view content, even though you can test those things. It didn't make it to this list because it's not one of the top variables to test. However, what you can test is lowest cost, conversions, and cost caps. So these are actually on the very bottom of an ad group where you actually select what the optimization event is. It's not where you click complete payment. It's totally different down towards the bottom. And usually when we're testing products, if you refer back to my testing product strategy video, we're just gonna start off doing lowest cost. But down the road, I highly encourage you to test out cost caps, and I also encourage you to test out value optimization. Now, in terms of value optimization, I usually don't do a minimum ROAS, but you can also split test, no minimum ROAS and with a minimum ROAS. And if you don't know what that is, then you will know what that is when you see it. Same thing with cost caps. Usually I'll start my cost cap out at $15. However, you can also test, $10 bids, $20 bids. And then usually once I find one that performs the best, I will test in $1 increments up and down about 5 or so. So for example, if you test $15 cost caps and they perform very well, from there you can test 13, 14, 16, and 17. So there's 4 more different cost cap bids that you can test right there. And usually just these 3 variables alone can actually get you to $1,000 a day or higher, not even adding in all the other variables that we're about to talk to. So another variable and another one that is very popular, and I've seen a lot of success split testing, is the actual way that you structure your ad group and the ads underneath it. So obviously you have a base level ad, which is basically just a video and an ad copy underneath each ad group. Or you can also do ACO. Most of the time we start out with ACO, even if we only have one ad. And this basically allows us to put multiple ads under a single ad, and it kind of optimizes, you know how I feel about TikTok and their optimization, but it kind of optimizes for the best performing ad. And you can also do Spark ads as well. So once you have a winning product and you know that the product is a winner, you can make a TikTok page, start posting organically, and then actually test out Spark ads. And there's been one store in particular that has been performing really well with Spark ads, honestly better with Spark ads than anything else, ACOs, normal, which isn't always the case, but it's 100% a variable that is worth split testing. Now, another variable that you can test is the amount of ad groups underneath each campaign. Now, with our original testing campaign, we're gonna be starting at 5 ad groups at 25 bucks a day, just very basic structure. But down the road, when you're actually scaling, you can test out starting with 10 ad groups or 15 or 20 or 7 or 3. You can try out different numbers of ad groups and see what performs best. And then from there, you can, make patterns. We'll get into more of it in the next video, but that's another variable that you can test that I've actually had a lot of success split testing with. That leads perfectly into testing different budgets. So usually when I'm starting out, I'll do $25 budgets, but down the road, I may test out $40 budgets, $50 budgets. I've had a lot of success with $100 budgets, especially when you pair it with the cost caps. Now, 2 more variables that you could test. Number 1, interest targeting. So usually when we start off, we start with no targeting at all. So down the road, you can always test out targeting interests that are, decently related to the product that you're selling, or not even related at all. I don't think it matters that much. And once you have enough data, you can actually test lookalikes. Now, full disclaimer, the level of success that I've had on TikTok with lookalikes is very, very slim, but they have worked for me in the last 90 days, so I thought it was worth adding to this list, just in case any of you guys go out there and decide to test it and it ends up performing very, very well for you, because it definitely has the potential to. And the last and final thing that I will say is a great variable for you to test is going to be day parting. Day parting basically allows you to show your ads only at a certain hour of the day. So you can basically day part from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can day part only during the night or only during the day in a certain country, whatever time zone it's in. And the way that I've used this in the past to make money is certain stores will show patterns of sales coming in at very random times, but very consistently. So for example, if you notice your store being very profitable between the hours of 12 and 5 p.m., then you can start a new campaign that is day parting between those hours to make sure that that campaign is spending the most amount of money during those popular hours. Now, this is a variable, so it's not going to guarantee better or worse performance. It's actually going to be completely random. So again, going back, we'll talk about this more in the next video, but going back, I think TikTok is very random with the way that they deliver ads, but it is a variable and it does change the results, and most of the time day parting will work in my experience, especially if you're showing patterns of sales coming in during a certain hour of the day. But keep in mind that doing day parting changes the average spend schedule of your campaign. So the results are going to be completely different, and just because you are making sales between 12 and 5 p.m. on a normal campaign does not mean 100% that a campaign only spending between 12 and 5 is going to perform good. I could get into why this is. However, I think if you've watched all the series in the Q4 Spark series regarding TikTok ads so far, I think you have a good understanding of what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you might want to go back and rewatch the videos. That was pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to making this part 10 series where I give you guys a step-by-step scaling strategy that you can follow to take a store to 1,000 a day, 2, 3, 5K a day, whatever it is for your particular winning product and how big you're able to scale it. So I hope you guys are really looking forward to that. If you're ready and you want to see more videos like this one, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I put out a new video. I know I'm uploading super aggressively right now, but usually I'll upload 1 to 2 times per week, so I'm not spamming the channel every single day. I'm just doing it for the sake of the series because I'm trying to push this out as soon as possible so that you guys can make money faster. But that's pretty much it for this video. This is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.